The UK has woken up. So there was a free speech rally on Saturday, September the 13th, organised by Tommy Robinson, and it seems as if there have been varying reports. There were more than 1 million people who turned out. The free speech rally was attended virtually by Elon Musk, who called for revolutionary change in the UK. And he is too long didn't read. Elon Musk, in front of millions on TV and millions in attendance, said, and I'm paraphrasing, you either fight or die. You fight or die. Because if you try to ignore it, it's going to come to your door. He said violence is going to come to your door. And he's seen racial violence, civil unrest in South Africa, where he comes from. He said, you got to fight or die. Yes, this really happened in the UK. Finally, the UK has woken up. Here is an aerial view of the free speech rally in the UK. Look how many people turned up. Fucking shitloads. And I've been waiting for this to happen for a long time. Mainstream media said there was up to 100,000 people. Are you actually fucking joking? They always do this. They try to play it down because they don't want you to realize how big the movement is to protect free speech and to be left the fuck alone by an increasingly authoritarian government that certainly does not represent the will of the people at all. I don't think anyone could argue that. Look how many people turned up for this rally. Freaking insane. This is what I've been waiting for. When I saw in the wake of the horrors on October the 7th, the masses of Palestine flags that turned out, which was not as many as this, I'm very happy to say, but it's probably about half as many as this. I was waiting for the counter protest. Where are the Brits? God, man, this is a symbol of how coddled we've become, allowing these fools to take over our country, allowing these politicians to abuse us, mass import illegals on our dime, hurting the economy, hurting communities, hurting us in the pocket. It's about time. Look how many people turned out. They said it was 100,000. That's way more than 100,000, bruv. That is more like, that's at least 1 mil that turned up on that day. Some people said up to 3 mil. Look how many there are. We are legion. And do you know what the crazy thing is? Nobody can stop a movement of this size. No amount of police, basically no amount of military could stop a force of that size. That's all I'm saying. If you really don't like what your government's doing, if the government is now actively engaged in a campaign against its own people, implementing things that the people vehemently don't want, if the people turn out in numbers like this, there is literally nothing the government can do to stop them. How are you going to stop that many people? And there were videos on the ground of the protesters pushing through certain police lines. The police tried to stop protesters from going to certain areas. In under 20 seconds, just these crowds pushed through the police lines. There was nothing that the police could do. So if you really, really, really want to exact change in any country, if you turn out in numbers like this, same could be said of China, got the biggest population in the world. If those people all turn out en masse to push for regime change, there's actually nothing the system can do. So it has taken a long ass time for the lion to wake up, but it has finally happened. Don't listen to mainstream media reports downplaying the size of this event. It was fucking gigantic, absolutely massive. Leo Curse, who posted this video on X, said Sky News says this is no more than 5,000 people. Obviously sarcastically. Another video from GB Politics of the people who gathered in London for Tommy Robinson's free speech march. Try saying that 10 times quickly. Look how many people came out for this. Absolutely incredible. So according to Grok, the Unite the Kingdom rally in London on September the 13th, organised by Tommy Robinson, drew significant crowds. Many claimed it exceeded 1 million people, with some escalating the figure to 3 million based on aerial footage and crowd density observations. Daily Mail and mainstream media and police statements put the number between 110 and 150,000. Are you fucking joking? Dude, 110,000 is like a huge football stadium. Are you telling me that's one football stadium, one giant football stadium's capacity of people? It's way more than that. It's 10 of those stadiums or more. So this has to be more than 1 million people. It really has to be. You tell me honestly, how many people turned out to the United Kingdom free speech rally in the United Kingdom. How many people is this? You have to guess. How many? You telling me that's 100,000 people? If it is, if you're telling me that, you're blind, mate. Look how many. This bridge was taken over by Palestine Islamo-communists post October the 7th. But this is who really runs the show. This is our country. We're the one. We are the innovators. We are the creators. We are the producers. We're the empire builders. If you fuck with us, you're going to find out very, very soon. And I'm glad this is happening now. So absolutely amazing scenes from the UK. Finally, the UK is waking up. They're coming out to protest the left-wing government, the tyranny of government. They're coming out to defend their individual liberties. They're coming out to stand up for free speech. They're coming out to protest population replacement and mass import of illegals on their dime. That's why these people are here. The UK has finally woken up, and I'm super, super proud to see this. And an epic, epic photo has emerged. Absolutely fucking amazing photo. It's on Westminster Bridge, I think. Look at this, lads, lads, lads. We got the man them on the fucking lion with the British fucking skies and architecture, and he's surrounded by the flags. This is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. This photo's been doing the rounds on X, and the photographer wasn't credited. So I really want to find out who he was. It's a shame that I can't. I really wanted to tag him. UK rally photographer, because everyone's using it and not crediting him. No, I can't find it, I'm afraid. We'll have to find that on a later show, but it's an amazing photo. Look at that. Absolute classic. Amazing. Another photo here. Ironically, this is probably the only time you're going to see London look English, so enjoy it while you can. And the narrative shaping has already begun. So all these people, these patriots who don't want to see their country destroyed, are branded far right. Who fucking cares? They're not far right, but you want to call us far right? We're far right. Now what? Now what, motherfuckers? Call us what you like. We run shit. We're taking our country back. The BBC and mainstream media are now calling these people far right. Check out this state-funded propaganda.
One of our top stories, and these are the demonstrations happening in London today. We have these pictures from close to, this is actually a Waterloo Bridge. This is where protesters are gathering at a rally, ahead of a rally organised by the far-right activists.
The far-right. So you're calling all these, this is exactly the same as the Democrats, whose violent rhetoric resulted in Donald Trump nearly being assassinated and Charlie Kirk being assassinated, calling vast swaths of the country essentially, you know, Hitler, far right, racist, all this stuff, labeling normal peaceful Brits as far right who don't want Kabongo from the Congo to follow their daughter home at night is very, very dangerous and disingenuous. So you can fuck off, BBC, far right. These people just want to see their country saved. It's at the brink. It's at the point of no return. And ironically, this propaganda that brands them as far right, they pay for that propaganda to be broadcast via the Beta Boys Club, British broadcasting cunts, the BBC. Definitely, I'll demonetize this video now with the C word. So the BBC reported on the violence, at the free speech rally. They said 26 officers have been injured while policing a protest organised by far-right activist Tommy Robinson. We saw it to 150,000 people. Lies, it was more than 1 million. But the same news outlet, look at how they reported on the Notting Hill Carnival. They said this year's Notting Hill Carnival had far fewer incidents of serious violence than in recent years. As of Monday, there had been 423 arrests over 2 days. There were 2 stabbings, but the Met said neither led to serious injury, so 423 arrests, good, exotic, enriching, vibrant. 26 crimes, super duper bad, shut it down. The Guardian reported on this as a far-right rally led by Tommy Robinson, and it said sparks clashes. Okay, that's what the Guardian said. Sparks clashes, that's the main story. They also called it mainly white. So during the Palestine protest, did they say mainly brown or mainly black? No, they didn't, because that would be racist. And why is it a thing if it's mainly white? Oh my God. The people who founded the country, who allow you to run your business in it, look like the people who founded the country, like white British. Why is that even a thing? It's a thing because it's The Guardian, and they're racist and they hate white people. That's how The Guardian reported on it. You see that they focused on violent clashes in the headline. But in the Notting Hill Carnival, which happened about a month ago, there was 2 stabbings and there was way more crimes. How did they report on it? The same newspaper. Quiet in the bustle. Intimacy at Notting Hill Carnival. Ah. It remains Europe's biggest street festival. London's greatest celebration of music, heritage and intimacy. But then the free speech rally had far less crimes, and they put in the subheader that they focused on violent clashes. So it's just a massive psyop at the moment. Leftism is a psyop. Liberalism is a psyop. It can only survive with brainwashing and propaganda. So at the rally in the UK, unfortunately, at the Unite the Kingdom rally, Antifa turned up and they were chanting "Charlie's in a box," dissing Charlie Kirk, the great late Charlie Kirk. But Elon Musk turned up and he made a good speech. And I think this was the highlight. Here's just a little bit of it. Oh, we've lost the sound. It's gone quiet. Okay, I can't get any sound for some reason. But anyways, Elon Musk did turn up, and I would recommend you go find it on X if you can, because he gave a rallying cry to the UK. He spoke truth about the UK government, how they are now in opposition to the people. And it was really super, super inspiring. So make sure you go check out Elon Musk's speech during the Unite the Kingdom rally, because it was freaking awesome.